a counselor, Prochaska, wrote a book on what he calls the spiral of change. And his stage development, and you can see why I asked you to come up with your own personal model of change, because here are very smart people in various parts of the world dealing with this issue of how do you manage change and coming up with a variety of perspectives. So Prochaska argues that there's an lack of awareness of what's going on, and only when something becomes so serious or the symptoms get so bad does one begin to contemplate the situation and say, I don't want this to continue. I want to stop feeling this way. I want to stop doing this. I want our company to stop doing this. And then one goes into a preparation phase, which leads to action. And then the necessity of maintaining that new action and get to the point where temptation or the desire to go back to the old way of doing things have disappeared. In some cases that may never happen, but he argues this is a cyclical process, so that once you've reached contemplation and you're aware of things you don't like, then you may get to the point where you're going to cycle around from contemplation to preparation to action, and do that who knows how long, maybe multiple times, before you get to the point where you can say, okay, I can keep doing this. I don't keep going back to the old way, back to the new way, back to the old way. Now I've developed a new set of habits, and those new habits have now become, without any temptation, just the way I live my life. So for people who are thinking about personal habits, whether it's eating or exercise or smoking or using drugs or alcohol or whatever it may be, or in organizational life, the way we think about assessing our employees, or how we think about learning, or how we think about customer service, it might be a process, Prochaska says, where you're going to cycle. It's not going to be necessarily a smooth one step by step moving forward. He argues that this recycling is likely to occur for as many as 85% of people.